Hi everybody, welcome to the beginner cheese making series. Today we're going to talk about how to fix cheeses that have problems in vacuum sealed bags. So I made this cheese about 6 months ago and I want to age it for another 6 months. And as you can see, I have some kind of excess moisture in the bag, a little bit more than I'd like to see, and I have a little bit of mold growth on this wheel. So I don't want that mold to impart any flavors into this cheese. It's just begun to grow. I've been kind of keeping an eye on it, and with that extra moisture in there, I want to solve both of those problems. So that is what we're going to do today. So I have talked before about vacuum sealing back over wax, and I really think that vacuum sealing is the way to go. When you have problems like this start to develop in a wheel, especially long aging, you can see what's going on and fix it. If this was in a wax, you wouldn't know what was going on. You wait a year for your cheese, you open it up and it's a moldy, soggy mess. Or it starts leaking through the wax and then you have to, re-wax a whole cheese, which is a giant process. I don't see any benefit to waxing over vacuum sealing. I've done both, and vacuum sealing is by far the better option, especially for beginner cheesemakers. So in the cups here, I have distilled water and a little bit of coarse sea salt. So I'll just dip the corners of a clean paper towel into the water first and then the sea salt. And I will just scrub away that mold. It's super easy and it comes right off. It doesn't take a lot of effort at all. I just keep the coarse sea salt, just makes a nice kind of abrasive, takes it right off of there. If this were a natural rind cheese, I would use a soft bristled brush to take care of mold. I wouldn't use moisture, but since this is a rindless cheese and it's already moist, this is how I take care of mold. So you can see the little spots on there. And when you use that sea salt, they really do just come right off. It's super easy. Takes just a couple of minutes of your time, and you can get this sealed right back up and back in your cave. So I have just a couple more spots to take off here, and this will leave, again, I go really easy on the moisture, let the salt do the work. I just dip it in the water just so the coarse salt will stick to that clean paper towel. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'd sanitize the counters before I get started on here and clean my hands really well. I don't want to introduce any bacteria or molds back into this bag and kind of reverse what I'm trying to do. So here I'm just now brushing off the residual sea salt that's on the wheel. I just brush as much of that off as I can. You'll leave a few kernels and it's not a big deal. And then once I get all that excess salt off, you can just rebag these, seal them back up, and get it back in your cave. Just make sure to label those bags, and so you know what you have. It's really easy to forget, especially when you have a few cheeses in your cave, which one you're dealing with. So I just put that in a fresh vacuum seal bag. I'll label it, and back in my cave it'll go until next Christmas. So this is a Christmas Gouda. And anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.